Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Happy Saturday. How's everyone doing today? What's going on with that Pulse player? Thomas Wheeler. How's everyone? I went to school with a Wheeler, Mike Wheeler. And I do think that last name is a little bit more common than I had assumed when I was a kid. Hey, what's going on? Thomas Wheeler, do you have a Mike Wheeler relative with a sister whose name is Christy and other siblings who I don't remember? That'd be kind of cool. Small world. Anyways, Bitcoin currently trading at 115, 733, and 66 cents. So I left the liquidation points up from yesterday, which I normally don't do, just to kind of illustrate the kind of situation that we find ourselves in. There's two anomalies where we attempted a breakout, and both were failed. And we have since I found our way back in this range between 115 and 116. So now that I've gone over that, Thomas Wheeler said I'm from UK. Oh well, maybe they were too. I don't know. They definitely didn't sound like it. That'd been kind of funny though. 114,777. Oops. And down below, oops, we got 114,297. He was one of those kids. He was a super cool dude, but he kind of like disappeared from, I don't know, conversations. 116,537. I hope he's doing good because he was a nice guy. But, like, there was the prominent people in school, and he was one of the prominent people up until, like, high school. He just kind of disappeared. And maybe it's because I just didn't have any classes with him or anything like that, but it just definitely kind of seemed like he was less present. 117,097. It's very possible that they moved. I just don't remember. How do you know when people move? If you're not, like, really close friends with them, and they don't tell you, hey, I'm moving, you just assume that they're not in your classes anymore. I don't know. School's different everywhere now, too, so I probably sound like a nut job. More so than usual. Okay, so we got our liquidation points. Definitely smaller than I was expecting. Very, very tight ranges right here that we're going to be stuck in, probably at least until tomorrow afternoon, as per usual. We are smack dab in the middle right now. 114,777 and 116,537. So, not a whole lot going on in that realm. Our RSI is resetting technically, so hopefully by the time Monday rolls around, we got room to grow. We do have a red dot on our momentum wave pointing to the downside, and our RSI is on the lower half of our moving average, or sitting underneath our moving average. So we're also just below 50. Tishu said, yo, BNB going up exactly as predicted. That's true. That was one of my headlines in the news segment, is BNB reaching another new all-time high every day, it seems. It's kind of crazy. Bitcoin dominance, 57.91. It does look like it's curling down, which is good. It gives us a chance, a potential for this inverted cup and handle, maybe? I don't know. Hopefully that breaks down. See, last time we had anything like this, though, it was one of these. And it just went up. And then it eventually broke down, which is great. Maybe that's what's happening again. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that. I can actually see that happening. Should I leave that there? Is that crazy? Are you guys going to get annoyed? I feel like I'm getting annoyed by the amount of crap that I have on my charts. So I can only imagine what you guys think. But we'll see, man. Apparently I'm looking for a breakdown at some point. The question is, where's it going to go? Yeah, come on. It's time, man. It's time. Let the alts have their fun. Bitcoin can still grow. It's time. It's time for altcoins. You know what's really interesting too is we even got this. So that literally is what has happened right here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, enough of that. Bitcoin dominance hopefully crashing. That Pulse player said Ray had a day. Let's go take a look at Ray. I got something going on. I'm a little funky today. Got a little baby headache. My tummy feels a little weird. I don't know what it is. Pengu. Oh no, Pythia's going down. What the heck, bro? Ray is up 8.37%. Very nice. Market cap 71.1 million. Vahid said first. So you do still want to get above this 74 or 75 area. But 70 is a nice start. That candle looks really nice. Volume got in a little spike with that. It was oversold. It is no longer oversold, so that's something to take into consideration for sure. Other than that, not a whole lot to discuss. It does look like it could continue up. Just be careful, because sometimes it retraces after a move like that, even if the RSI is not overbought yet. On a lower time frame, it probably is super overbought. That is a 17.85% candle. So you got to be careful. But it does look like it's trying to stage a recovery. We'll continue to watch and see what happens. ETH is up 0.33% on the day. A lot going on in this chart. Similar situation to Bitcoin dominance with the inverse cup and handle. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it's there. And we are attempting right now again to get back above the lower resistance support line around 44.90. We're at 44.83 right now. I like that we didn't break down further. If we do, then I'll be looking at 43.40, 43.35, whatever. But right now I would like to get back above this middle purple line at 33.90. RSI potentially getting a bullish cross over the moving average, and your momentum wave, you got a unconfirmed green dot on market cipher, a green dot on your momentum wave, point to the upside. Hopefully that gives us enough juice to break this line and continue to the upside. That'll wake up alts a little bit better, I assume, as well. With 47.50 being the next resistance, besides the midpoint around 46, which we now have established as a solid resistance. Sol is up 0.4% on the day. Sol seemingly, I wouldn't say holding up better. I would say breaking down less than ETH. We got a nice rise out of this wedge, this rising wedge, which if a bearish pattern breaks bullish, then it's even more bullish than if it was a bullish pattern breaking bullish. You got a break, retest, continuation. As soon as it got above 225, it went straight up, got to 245, broke that for a hot second after rejecting, and then came back down, kind of midpoint, established a little foundation right there, in which we are building off of right now. Hopefully, that results in a break to the upside. Otherwise, it does look like it may be establishing some kind of funky head and shoulders, which the target would probably be right around 225. Which we do technically need to retrace and test that as support, because we never did back here. So that would not be the end of the world. It would give us a nice reset for our RSI and our momentum wave. And that would then in turn give us more room to grow. But 235 is our midpoint support. Otherwise, 225 is in the cards. If it goes up, 245 is the spot to watch for a break. Total 3 is up 0.74. We are back above the previous all-time high, which is awesome. That's exactly what we want to see. It does, you know what? I wonder if this is, yeah, this might be the same case for Solana as well. Are we creating some kind of a flag? Maybe. I'll leave that up there. Dixie said, smash the like. Got you in the car when music. We did the intro music. You want background music? I've done background music before. I don't know how I feel about it. I could do it, though. That would be interesting with the copyright claim, though, with the 2 different music licenses. I'm not sure how to address that. If I do that, I'll have to... Because I have different intro music that I don't get copyright claimed for anymore, because I've actually reached directly out to the license holder, or the license grantor, whoever. So I've been, like, whitelisted, finally. It's a whole thing, Dixie. I'm not actively paying my legal team right now, so... So yeah, Solana, interesting ongoing scenario here with this. Honestly, it looks like it just keeps mirroring itself. We got an M, a W, an M, a W, It's very strange, actually. Now that I point that out, we're hopefully approaching a potential bullish crossover the moving average on the RSI, and we have a green dot on our momentum wave on Market Cipher. Let's see if we get a bounce off of this lower trend line, and then do another M. Then we can start talking about a pattern. We got 2 M's and 1 W, second W in the making. Tishu said, will Banana Pump Song be back? I do not own the rights to that, so probably not. Now, it is technically royalty free, but they can, like, change that whenever they want. Unfortunately, there's, like, this toxic landscape in the YouTube world where I'll publish music. If I was a scammy, like, scummy dude, I would publish music and I would say royalty free, and I would let all these people use it and let them build this great, like, catalog of my music, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I changed my mind. Now, all of that stuff that they did, I now get all of the money to, because for whatever reason, YouTube works that way. That's kind of shady. So, that is actually the only reason why I stopped using that music. Because that does happen, unfortunately. I don't know if they plan on doing that, but that is something that can happen, which sucks. Okay, anyways. Yeah, Solana, I would like to see this W form, break that 245 area, and see where we're at afterwards. See if we can get above that upper trend line. Total 3 is up 0.65%. Similar situation here with the wedge kind of thing. Rising wedge. Let's see if that is relevant at all. It does have the same exact pattern though. There's no M here, but we got a W, and we got a potential M right here, probably lower time frame. Let's see if we get a W after that. Mikey Odin said, Dr. JJ, I have diarrhea. Cure me. Get some Imodium in your body. Imodium, I think I've had good experience with rice, like hardening my stool. I don't know. That's all I can tell you. Imodium, not financial advice, not health advice. I'm not a doctor or financial advisor. What a combo, though, man. What a combo. Could you imagine going in for a physical, or like what's the thing where they gotta stick their fingers in your butt? Prostate exam, and they're like, "Did you see the price of Bitcoin today?" Dang. Anyways, that's how I feel whenever the market dumps. Total 3 looks good. Let's see if we can get above 1.16 this weekend. That'd be crazy if Bitcoin and altcoins just went on a tear. We got that all-time high on total 3. ADA's up 0.2% on the day, currently trading at 89.22. Struggling to get back above 90, which is totally fine. If I zoom out a little bit, I do see some consolidation. So let's see if this turns into anything. Like Odin said, all right, we'll chug 10 Imodium bottles. I think you'll never poop again. Your colon would like become like a ball of cement if you did that. Imodium scares me, man, because like that's one of the things that you can't really, like, you can take a bunch of Tums and stuff, even though you're not supposed to. But Imodium, you take too much Imodium, you probably like legit die. It's terrifying, man. Scary stuff. Don't mess with your pooper. That's the lesson here. So we got 2 points of confluence up top, 3 on the bottom. Let's see if we get a nice bounce and break. Continuation to the upside. 92 is going to be the level to watch if we get above 90. RSI is kind of dancing around with this consolidation. Yeah, like that. It's just triangle after triangle, man. It's interesting. Very interesting. Momentum wave dead center. Same with the RSI. SNEK is down 0.56% on the day, currently trading at 41.109. Looking for maybe a W here would be nice. We're above 40 still, which you guys know 40 is my happy level. If we get below that, I get a little squirrely. I get a little pissy. But so far, so good. A higher low, maybe for this, could still be like 37, 38. So I wouldn't mind that either. XRP is down 0.58% on the day, currently trading at... Currently trading at $2.97. It is below $3, which is not great. We got 1, 2 rejections, break below, rejection, continuation. So this right here is a little bit telling right here. That rejection is not good. That being said, I pointed this out before. We never really retraced right here. You could probably make the argument that maybe that was the retrace, or even this wick could have been the retrace, but it doesn't really satisfy me. So I would be looking for worst case scenario around 285, 283, 285 for that retrace. Best case scenario, probably 290. RSI is sitting below the moving average, and your momentum wave is almost oversold. It's on the lower half. Bikey Odin said, how come we don't have a solid alien UFO meme coin? Would do well, in my opinion. That's a good point, actually. That is a good point. HBAR is up 1.29% on the day. HBAR also getting this consolidation kind of wedge triangle situation going on. It's quite obvious. Now, can you cheat and do one of these? I don't know. Like a little football Stewie Griffin consolidation? I don't know, man. It does kind of seem like that, doesn't it? So we got rejection, support, support, rejection, support. Are we going in for another support? WW? What if it spelled something? A website. This is the domain for something. But yeah, let's see if we get a break above the upper trend line and make an attempt at 26.5 again. It's been a while since we've been back up there. Until then, 22 should act as strong support. 23.5 should be hopefully equally as strong. So far, it's proven exactly that. We got bounce, bounce, bounce. Volume could be a little bit better. RSI dancing around that moving average. Momentum wave, dead center. Nothing to report. Squeeze up 0.48% on the day, rejecting 391. Broke below 370 and is now testing it as resistance. Do we have potential for a fugly head and shoulders here? Not really. No. But who knows the way that it plays out. We got rejection, W, rejection. Are we doing another W? A lot of W's, man. A lot of creepy hidden W's everywhere. It's like daunting. We did get a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher at the Pico top here, so that's was your signal to short. We didn't take the short because I'm apparently not actively good at trading at the moment. Volume is quite impressive in that dump. Very, very uniform. You're sitting below the moving average on your RSI, and your momentum wave just crossed bearish. So, potentially further downside. Also, I would argue equally more potential. Not equally, more potential for upside, but we'll see what plays out. We got today, tomorrow. It is the weekend, low volume. Ondo's down 0.88% on the day. Double rejection at $1.09. You got 1, 2, can't quite shake it. And your $1 level is acting as support very nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. 4 support levels. Are we going to get the WW and set up a 5th support level at that $1 level? And get a break, hopefully. Volume. It picked up for this entire move. It's starting to struggle towards the present day. As long as the dollar holds, I'm happy. Otherwise, 95.35 is my last line of defense for Ondo specifically. Before super duper dumpiness. But we did just break out of a gigantic wedge. So that's also something to keep in mind. Arrow's down 2.89% on the day, currently trading at 120. And what is that? 0.8%. So our next support area is going to be this 119, 120 level, which we're sitting right above right now. Your RSI did cross bearish over the moving average, and it is continuing to drop. Your momentum wave also got a red dot, which is pointing to the downside, also continuing to drop. So let's see if this continues. Arrow is interesting to me because it does look like it's establishing a ascending broadening wedge. So that's something to keep in consideration for sure. Tyler said I'm getting impatient. Tyler, I was impatient like a year ago. Now I'm just numb. DJair said, damn, have you checked out Aster? Sad I faded multiple times under 45 cents. I have not. Let's go see. Aster. Whoa. Holy cow. What even is this? I don't really know anything about it. Dang. Quite a move. Volume looks crazy. Did this just list on MXC? Is there another one? Gate.io. Yeah, this must be a new listing for everything. The new Hyperliquid killer. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Pinlink is up 2.31%. Ooh, came down and touched 50 cents finally. Big candle. That candle is 5.26 green. You got a bullish cross over the moving average on your RSI with a inverse head and shoulders seemingly as well. Potential upside is there. Let's see if it results in actual upside. 54.04 on the price. Next stop, hopefully 60. Midpoint, 55. 55 is your exact midpoint. Render is up 1.76% back into its $3.95, $4 range. And that goes all the way up to, this is the comedically large range that I've established here. About $6.60. $6.60. As of right now, trying to establish some foundation within there. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We do have a clear uptrend. This chart's getting pretty messy. The initial breakout of this gigantic monstrous wedge, which my first target is 450, is continuing to prove some type of median form, like my my line, which is literally just the exact same line that we kind of worked up to get into there. So that's why that's shaped that way. Definitely interesting to watch. But he'd said Black Monday for what though? We already got our little our post FOMC dip. I think Monday's gonna be the opposite. Excuse me. What everyone expects. And for some reason everyone's expecting a little dumpy. I got some gas, man. Whew. Alright. Stellar is down 0.49% on the day. Currently trading at 38.61. We're still in our range, which is good. That's exactly what I want to see. It does kind of seem like we're maybe establishing a triangle here as well. Some kind of wedge triangle. Yeah, see, I still see this inverse head and shoulders. That seems to be rejected, which is not great. I don't know. I guess that could be the rest of the right shoulder forming. I could do one of those if it goes back up maybe, and then see if that forms maybe a mini cup and handle inside of a broader inverse head and shoulders. That gets a nice break. If we do get that break, I do believe that my target is where about 45.80. So that'll be interesting to see if that actually plays out that way. As long as we hold above, what is that, 38.4, then I'll be really happy. Otherwise, if we break that, 37.5 should be a point of interest, especially based on that little touch right there. RSI did get a bearish cross over the moving average, where it has since rejected the moving average and continued to the downside. So let's see if that keeps going that way. And your momentum wave also got a red dot, which is also pointing to the downside. Polkadot is down 0.21% on the day, currently trading at $4.350 or $4.35. Face Smile said we're gonna crash. And why does everyone think we're gonna crash? Where's this coming from? $4.35 on Polkadot. We got a breakout. Polkadot's been in a gigantic wedge. We got our breakout, and that has continued. I guess it's kind of going sideways and up slightly. Nothing crazy.
JJ's a beach, 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 GY.
GY. The end got fumbled so bad. Thank you, Tyler. I am a beach. Everybody loves the beach, so. All right. Polkadot. This wick is a little bit telling. There's definitely some sell pressure above 450. Even 460. Above 460, actually. And we really didn't spend any time up there. That was like complete wick. Broke down. I would say 460 was the rejection. Broke below 444, have since rejected there as well. And we're now, I guess, testing the waters for further downside to maybe 421. So we'll see where we end up on this one. Maybe look for another W, just based on all the other patterns that we've seen. That could be what's happening. I don't know. We got a confirmed red dot on market safer at, or actually just after that monstrous wick candle. So downside was signaled, and bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI. Momentum wave had a red dot a little bit earlier, which it's still playing out right now, that downside. So definitely one to keep an eye on. 421, see if that has support. If we break down, otherwise I'm looking for that double bottom W right here at the local low level. The immediate local low on the 4-hour time frame. Barcoin's down 2.46% on the day, currently trading at still on Polkadot apparently. 77,166. We had like this almost looks like an inverse head and shoulders, but it wasn't. We had a horizontal resistance line that we got back above, retested, confirmed bullish, and then we tried to continue to the upside, and it has since rejected at that same midpoint. Oh geez.
JJ's a beach, 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 JJ's gay.
Oh, it worked that time. Let's go. Let's go. That was awesome. Thank you, Tyler. The experiment has paid off. G-E-Y. JJ's gay. Very cool. Cheers. Cheers to that. That was freaking awesome. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Freaking epic. That was so good. All right. So let's see if Fartcoin establishes the exact same bottom that it had back here. I'm going to put, I suppose this is literally the midpoint in between 83 and 61. So maybe, I think right there looks good. Let's see if this 72.5 level holds. If it does continue to the downside, we are almost oversold. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average on the RSI, and your momentum wave is pointing to the downside. Almost oversold on the momentum wave as well. CAS down 0.23%. Let's see if 82.76 holds. Nice little W bounce here would be sick. And then see if we get a break of 90. He is cracking up. Tyler said totally worth it. I agree. It was totally worth it for you to spend your money for that. I mean, it paid off for me. I feel like I got more than $10 out of that. I feel more than $10 satisfaction. Avalanche just looks amazing, dude. There's, I don't know, like it's down to 1.9%, but you got a little rejection, support, rejection. Is it just going to do support and continue? That's what it looks like. 3250 is our main support level that we're looking for. If we break that, then maybe it's got to come down to this 31 level. We'll continue to observe. We are leaning on the upper half of the RSI as well. Momentum wave getting ready to cross bearish or cross oversold territory. Chainlink is down 0.64% on the day. It is finding support potentially around 23.18, 23.20. Let's see if we get a bounce here. Otherwise, our next stop is going to be 21.67. Doge is up 0.84%. Doge holding up really nicely. I'm getting some flags, some wedge vibes here. It actually looks really good. So maybe this is the ultimate signal for what altcoins are going to do. I actually kind of like this. And it is possible for Dogecoin to maybe signal and lead alt season because it is the people's meme coin. I do also like that we broke out of a wedge to form another smaller wedge to potentially break out of. And if we do, that'll put us above 30 cents, hopefully. We'll see, though. We will see. Not financial advice. NIR's up 0.99%. We got a break of our horizontal resistance. Broke 299, broke 308. Rejected 334. And support at 308 again. We're at 315 right now. Let's see if we can break 334 next. Pengu's down 1.09%. We broke our horizontal resistance, turned support, turned resistance again, and broke below 35. Got a little bounce just above 33. We're sitting at 35 right now. See if we can get back above 35. Otherwise, continue to break down, lose 33. We got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys get your guesses ready. Up to $300 prize for the maximum position if you guess all 8 digits of the Bitcoin daily close price. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 seconds remaining. Oh, jeez.
JJ's GJJ's 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 GJ.
Switched it up at the end there. Was not expecting that. Ladies and gentlemen. I can't type fast enough. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Contrast, apparently. Daily close contest has begun. Bitcoin currently trading at 115,677 and 65 cents. Giovanni Fontes joined J-Shear 2.0 last night with 13 wins under their belt, followed very closely behind by Janix and Mr. Roberts with 11. Tom Selleck scoped comfortably in third place with 20 wins. Vahid, 22 in second, and Tyler, 37 in first. Vahid coming in with 115,666. Very cool. And 15666.66. I think I missed a 6 when I first said it. Oops. Oopsie. Oh boy. I'm making a mess. Okay. Cheers, guys. Happy Saturday. I'm really making a mess. Jeez. Oh, that's delicious. It's so yummy. Okay. Degener coming up next. 115,676. Anybody else? Anybody at all? Chance for you to win up to $300 in the daily close contest. Thank you to Tyler and Mr. Roberts for that. They have tripled our prize. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win 20 bucks. If you nail all 8, you win $300. No strings. All you got to do is win. And it costs you absolutely nothing but time to make a guess, submit it, and win. $300. I don't know about you guys, but that's like 2 electric bills. That's pretty sick. Imagine having free electricity for 2 months out of the year. Just because you know what the Bitcoin daily close price is going to be. Down to the penny. That's quite impressive. Not to mention, in my opinion, the bigger value, the bragging rights. Imagine saying, I won. I was the first person to guess all 8 digits of the Bitcoin daily close on the Binance USDT chart on JJ's Crypto Corner. Imagine. That would be so sick. Ladies and gentlemen, you got 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Should I braid my beard? I could do one of these. All right. Oh God, that's never going to go away now. There we go. That's better. Tyler said zoom in, please. I mean, that's not going to help you. The price is right here. And right here. Face Smile said, do you use TD sequential or TD? I use the first mostly, and it's pretty accurate on the daily and 4 hour, maybe the 1 hour too. It's easy to code in Pine. I just use, I don't know what TD is at all. Actually. That pulse player coming in with 115,810. All right. TD, Trading Daily, Trader's Diary. Titty Dicks. All right, guys, you got 54 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Mr. Tyler coming in with 115,679.14. Thank you, Mr. Tyler. Take another sip of my chai latte. Cheers, guys. Delicious. I do have a interview tomorrow at noon. I'm very excited. Let's see. 24 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, you know what? I actually wanted to point out the strike thing too. They did a bunch of crazy stuff this month. They're making moves, man. They got the gold check mark on X now too. Ladies and gentlemen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Thank you for participating. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 4 participants in today's daily close contest. Pretty good for a Saturday. Bitcoin also completely flatlining. First guess, we got 115. Did I sort these? Yes, I did. 115,810 from that Pulse Plan. And then we got Tyler with 115,679.14. Dang. Dang. I do see what you did there. We got 115,676 from dyor. Okay, interesting. And then we got Pede with 115,666.66. Very nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. That plus play 115,810. Interesting. Okay. We are quite zoomed in because Tyler is unfortunately blind. 115,679.16 on the Bitcoin price. So far, Tyler's closest without going over. Very, very interesting strategy here. What's it going to be? We got 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin is 1 penny above Tyler's price. 1 penny. Is he going to be the recipient of the first full $300 prize for the daily close contest? That is the question. Or we're going to get a surprise dump or pump out of Bitcoin. Currently, it is 1 penny above Tyler's gas. We got 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. Very interesting times. HBAR is up 1.34, Pinlink's up 2.27, Render's up 1.73. Any other single digits? No, that's it. Oh, that's not true. Near is up 1.19. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Tyler said, how many closes were those other flat lines? Oh, there's quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5, 6. That is very interesting on the Binance chart. Fahid said volume is trash this weekend. It really is. It's like non-existent. Alarmingly non-existent. Oh, goodness. Good burp. 115,679.16 on the Bitcoin price at this very moment. We have precisely 2 minutes remaining on the clock for the daily close contest. It's getting spicy. Are we going to get any change in price at all whatsoever? So far, nothing is happening. Wow, this is boring. It's exciting on the prospect that we might get our first winner. Oh, excuse me. The gas is getting to me. Base Smile said TD sequential identifies trend exhaustion by counting a series of price closes relative to earlier bars, signaling potential reversals at the 9 or 13 count. I also do 7. But yeah, titties are better. We do like titties. That is true. I can appreciate the honesty there. Tyler said, I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. We got 115,679.16 on the Bitcoin price. He said, what do you mean boring? The prices are moving, man. We're just watching it. We got 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining on the clock. 115,679.16. Oh, there it is. There's your change, my friend. There's your change. 115,685.62 on the Bitcoin daily close. It is now officially entertaining. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tyler almost winning. He's got 44 seconds remaining on the clock. Is this going to be it? The Bitcoin daily close, the closest anybody's been in quite some time. 115,685.63. Mr. Tyler's guess, 115,679.14. Are we going to get a wick below? Or is it going to stay where it's at? Or is it going to go right back down to his exact number? That is the ultimate question. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. Strap in, strap on. 18 seconds remaining. 115,685.62. Whoever did that, thank you for at least adding some entertainment. It was boring, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is it. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Tyler, closest without going over. Bitcoin daily close price, 115,685.63. 115,685.63. 115,685.63. 115,685.63. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Very, very cool. Mr. Tyler's guess, 115,679.14. I will say, I identified that strategy a long time ago, and I didn't want to say anything. I think I've mentioned it 2 or 3 times. Nobody's ever done that before, though. So thank you, Tyler, for actually exercising that strategy. Guessing the exact price at the time of the daily close contest starting, I feel like you probably increase your chances of winning. Congratulations, Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Very cool. Look at that candle on the 4-hour, too. That's a crazy candle. Very close to being our first winner, potentially scooping up that $300 prize, but it was not quite time just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, yay! Very cool. All right. To add Tyler to the winner's Google Doc, spam the bananas in the chat. So I worked for a couple hours today, and I was driving to work, and the town south of me closed the main road, which they'd never done, for a local festival. And I was like, whoa. And I shit you not, like 50% of the cars on the road, because traffic was backed up, 50% of the cars on the road were like classic car show muscle cars, and I was so excited. I've never been in like stuck in traffic and not pissed off before. Today was the first day, and I was like, wow. Because I was just looking at all these cool cars. I was like, this is so sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. We've definitely, capitalism has like ruined the concept of creativity, at least in the car industry. That's for damn sure. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 115,679.14 and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 115,685.63 on September 20th, 2025. Mr. Tyler's prize is a strawberry and cream pie from McDonald's. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. I'm going to recommend against sharing this because it is freaking delicious. Maybe even perhaps eat it in private. You can sometimes, breaking it in half is fine. Whatever. However you eat it. You can eat it whole. You can eat it in other ways that I'm not going to describe verbally. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. That is not a hot dog. No, it is not. But I will be so bold as to say it's better than a hot dog. If you gave me an ultimatum, like one exists and then the other one disappears forever, between a strawberry and cream pie from McDonald's and hot dogs, there would be no more hot dogs, man. I got a soft spot for that McDonald's pie. Like there's something that they put in those pies that my body craves. Congratulations, though, Tyler. Enjoy. Silver up 3.02%, currently sitting at 43.06. Still cranking along. Very cool. Exciting to see. Let's see if it continues its rally. DXY also getting a little baby recovery, 97.646. Nobody cares. Market strategy chilling, 344.88. Let's see if on Monday it continues the curl to the upside. NASDAQ also looking good, 24.603. S&P, same thing, new all-time highs. Looking good for the weekend. Tyler said, JJ, I peaked on this dude, LOL Discord. What? Okay, it's muted. Hang on. I don't understand. Why is it sideways? We have a sideways video from Tyler of Rocket League. Of him making a goal. Do you just record this all the time? That's pretty sick. Yeah, Rocket League looks like fun. For sure. All right, guys, we got some news articles to go through. Let's see. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Oh, man, I didn't go to my starting point? I swear I did. It must have refreshed. You know what? I think I had to update Chrome. That's what happened. Right here. BNB reaches new all-time high of 1,020. Very cool. Congratulations, Tishu, for calling it. President Trump's new $100,000 H-1B visa fee won't apply to existing holders. That's very nice of them. That would suck so bad to be like, listen, you either give us $100K or you gotta go. That's so crazy. Stock Money Lizards posted Bitcoin macro view Q4 will initiate the final pump before a correction is due. Hell yeah. Yeah, actually our 2-day RSI looks pretty chill. Very exciting. Exciting stuff. Then we got 99% of crypto. So this is a thread. I'm not going to read it. I think that if you guys want to educate yourselves a little bit on, like, I would argue market psychology. Go check out Stock Money Lizards on X. 11 hours ago, they posted this thread. 99% of crypto traders fail. Most blow up their accounts within 1 year, some more than others, and never come back. I wrote a book that started as a collection of my own notes and lessons. Here's some of the most important insights from it. So, good insights. Definitely worth checking out. We got U.S. margin debt jumped $37 billion in August to a record $1.06 trillion. Over the last 3 months, margin debt has surged $139 billion. On a year-over-year basis, the margin debt levels have risen a whopping $798 billion, or 33%. When adjusted for inflation, margin debt increased 3% month-over-month and 29% year-over-year, reaching its highest level since November 2021. As a percentage of GDP, margin debt reached 3.5% and is now only below levels seen in 2021. Investors are using margin to buy stocks like never before. Yeah, that's definitely probably going to become more and more popular as time goes by, especially as the younger generation takes over, because we're starting to realize that money is the most irrelevant, made-up thing in the world, so why not just cheat the system and gamble? Moody's on a U.S. recession. Probability of a recession within the next 12 months jumped to 48% in August, and the highest since 2020 pandemic. This is according to Moody's Analytics, leading economic indicator, which uses extensive economic data and a machine learning model. I would genuinely argue that we've been in a recession, especially considering the lower income households and the wealth gap widening. I think that we've been in a recession, and that the people doing these analysis and stuff are completely detached and don't realize it because they are financially stable compared to everybody else. A sudden change in policy. The initial policy of raising H-1B visa costs on all holders would have impacted 700,000 people. Assuming the cost of an H-1B visa rises from 10,000 to 100,000, this would raise an incremental $63 billion per year. However, President Trump has reportedly changed his mind less than 24 hours later. It sounds like they just misreported, if I'm being completely honest. Reports now suggest that the change will only impact new applications or 85,000 people per year for $8.5 billion per year. These are two vastly different situations. Yes. So that's good that they're not screwing over existing holders. Callan Talks Crypto further analysis. Alts have not broken out when stablecoins are removed from the calculation. This is a very important observation. Basically, total 3, not including alts, is yet to even reach 1 billion, whereas the other one's at 1.16. So then we got throwback. This one's pretty cool. We got some cool historical things here. I would also like to point out we are 5 days away from my 365th stream or day streamed. I don't know. I've streamed consistently every single day for 360 days so far today. In 5 days, it will be a full 365-day year. Unless last year was a leap year. I'm too lazy to look it up. But that's pretty impressive. I have literally missed 0 days. 0. Throwback to the first Bitcoin ATM opening in Vancouver in 2013. Today, there are close to 40,000 worldwide. The greatest ripoff in history is the Bitcoin ATM. It simplifies the process of buying Bitcoin, but at the cost of a spread, probably 10% spread across all buys and sells, which is crazy. So whoever does this Bitcoin ATM thing, within like 2 or 3 transactions, 2 or 3 full Bitcoin purchase, they probably just bought like 10 more Bitcoin ATMs, which is crazy. Cointelegraph posted the US ETFs loaded up yesterday. The Bitcoin spot ETF saw 223 million in net inflows, while the Ethereum ETF saw a net inflow of 47.8 million. BlackRock led the pack with 246 million and 144 million respectively. Very cool. Insight, the total crypto market cap lost 60 billion since the rate cuts, but it also added 270 billion since September 1st. I believe that this was the rate cut pump from 3.7 trillion to 4 trillion. So that 0.3 trillion, in my opinion, was the front running of the rate cut. And then we got this little micro dip post rate cut. That's just my opinion. Economist warns rapid Fed cuts could jolt Bitcoin and alts up substantially, with at least 2 more cuts expected this year. That's a lot of rate cuts, guys. I don't know if you guys are fully aware, but that's a big deal. That is a huge deal.
JJ is gay 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 gay.
Wow. Damn. So I muted the mic. I muted the mic for the JJ is gay thing, and I forgot to unmute the mic. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm not muting the mic anymore. Next time you guys can just hear the echo. This stream's a mess. Happy Saturday, guys. I'm gonna drink some more chai latte. Why the fuck not? Cheers. Bitcoin closed above 100K for 135 days straight. Coinbase CEO said he likes the fucking Clarity Act, and a bunch of people own Bitcoin. Strategic ETH reserve entities now hold almost 5 million Ethereum. Very cool. Thank you, Just Have Fun, by the way, for letting me know that I'm a fucking idiot. ETH stablecoin supply saw 1.6 billion in net inflows over the past 24 hours. This is one of the largest daily inflows ever. What cracks me up is, why the hell does Tron have stablecoin inflows? Nobody's using Tron. And maybe I'm an asshole, but I genuinely, truly believe that nobody's actually using Tron. I've never, ever, 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 ever met anybody in real life or online or on Discord, Twitter, anywhere. I've never seen somebody in the wild go, something, something, Tron, I use something, something, Tron. Nobody uses it. Literally. Blows my mind. I've heard people talk about every other chain but Tron. I didn't even know Ripple had an ecosystem. Now I know. People use it. Tron, nobody talks about it. I don't understand. It's clearly being botted or something. It's freaking me out, dude. It's freaking me out. Head of product marketing for the Solana Foundation is bullish. The largest Sol DATs will compete with Solana Foundation to efficiently grow the ecosystem with resources. Very cool. This is good. This is a good one. Peter Schiff. In 2017, Peter Schiff said Bitcoin's price was headed for zero. Bitcoin didn't go to zero, but it added another zero. Dang. Imagine how embarrassing it is to exist as Peter Schiff. Cointelegraph posted huge. A whale opened at 6 perps, currently valued at 101 million. The current P&L is, does it say negative 2.6 million, where most of the positions are short. That's actually kind of crazy. Latest, SharpLink Gaming is only 16.2% away from reaching their target. Very cool. Strategy holds 63% of all Bitcoin held by Bitcoin treasuries. Hell yeah. Michael Saylor is an absolute legend. This one's crazy too. Explaining Bitcoin to an empty room in 2013 when it was worth $100. Any of these people that bought some of that Bitcoin are probably millionaires now. That's actually insane. And then we got this comparison, this empty ass room. This empty room. There's 3 people here. 1, 2, maybe 4. There's 4, 5. There's 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people sitting here. And then up here, this is an entire like gala with Michael Saylor being asked to fuck everyone's wife here. That's crazy. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I guess I have to. If I have to fuck your wife, then I will. Bitcoin Archive posted, Senator Cynthia Lummis says a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve holding 1 million Bitcoin for 20 years could wipe out half of the $37 trillion national debt. Yeah. I don't know how the hell they're going to get 1 million Bitcoin. Good luck with that. But sure. Bitcoin to $200,000 will seem so obvious when looking back. CryptoZaurus George posted this beautiful Bitcoin M2 money supply chart. We got a 3-month, which I believe is a 90-day offset versus the 81-day offset, which makes a big difference here. We got, looks really good, a little deviation. This bad boy, if it does recouple, is going to explode the upside, which is going to be pretty impressive. We're at $115,000 right now. Money supply is at 2 million. Or, I'm sorry. It's at 114.49 trillion. But the price of Bitcoin would be at 2 million if it was the same metric as the M2 money supply with this comparison. That's a lot of money. Weimar.x. We just entered the most bullish phase of the cycle. Historically, this is when alt season begins. Altcoins are about to explode 20 to 50x. We got 520 days after the Bitcoin halving. Explosion. 520 days after the Bitcoin halving. Explosion. Which is a continued explosion for this one. 520 days after the Bitcoin halving. What does that mean? Probably explosion, if I had to guess. And then last but not least, we got Merlin the Trader. Alt Season 3.0 is loading. 2017 Bitcoin dominance collapse. Alt Season 1.0. 2021, same script. Alt Season 2.0. 2025 Death Cross triggers Alt Season 3.0. Bitcoin bleeds dominance. Altcoins eat liquidity. The biggest wealth transfer in crypto is about to begin. Position now or regret later. Alt Season 1, 2, 3. 3 is loading. Death Cross 1, 2, 3. 3 has already happened. What does that mean? Probably alt season. That's the best argument that we got going for us right now. Gonna go to CoinMarketCap. I want to take a look at the Fear and Greed. 48 neutral, very nice. Alt season past 75. It is at 78 right now, which is officially, I believe, Altcoin season as we speak. The question is Fartcoin ever going to recover? World Liberty Finance only down 1.55% in the last 90 days, so that's good. Maybe that'll flip eventually. Portfolio update. After we look at Bitcoin, which is at 115,679 and 8 cents. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Enjoy your McDonald's strawberry and cream pie. Absolutely delicious. Totally want to go get one after this, but I'm probably not going to. Portfolio update. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is in profit $39, which is not that bad. It's not that great, but it's not that bad. We have 3 assets that are negative. Aptos is down 25 bucks. Shib is down, what is that? $17, and Fetch is down $16. Ondo's up 1, Near's up 4, Render's up 8, Proppy's up 9, Doge is up 10, Ada's up 15, and Sol is up 43. Looking good. Everything is doing great. Proppy, 23% gains in the last 7 days. That's quite impressive. Then we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is actually being underperforming against the Grok portfolio. This is break even right now. We got 2 assets that are negative. GigaChat is down $109. SNEK is down $15. Pepe's up 25. Doge is up 27. And Whiff is up a whopping 70 bucks. Doing pretty good. Then we got our narrative portfolio, my favorite, and what was once the best performer. In profit, $88.96. VeChain is the only asset that is negative here. We got down 10 bucks. Fetch is up 9. Mana's up 16. Tao's up 19. And Pepe's up 53. Doing really, really well. And then the perfect entry portfolio, which we still have yet to find our last entry method, which I guess is nice. This portfolio existing with 9 assets in it shows us that there were 9 pretty decent sized dips where everyone insisted that the bull market was over, there was not going to be an alt season, and that was it. That was the entire market. And we've invested $900 into this, and it's currently up $196, which is pretty significant gain considering this portfolio is only a couple weeks old. And the experience is literally just a poll in a chat on a YouTube channel with 1,180 subscribers and like 20 concurrent viewers. So that's pretty damn good. You guys are absolutely killing it. There's 1 asset in this portfolio with a negative price right now. It's down $3, and that's Render. The Graph is up 3. Pith is up 10. Ondo's up 13. ETH is up 15. Sui is up 18. Sol is up 33. Crow is up 47. And Chainlink is up a whopping $54 or 54%. Looking good. Like I said before, this portfolio completely voted on by the community. You guys absolutely killed it so far. And we're still waiting for that last dip, for that final opportunity to add to it, which we might be getting after that rate cut. Because numbers going down right now. Numbers most certainly going down. Tyler said Rocket League or not after. I'll DM you later if I'm down. I'm trying to nurse this headache right now. I'm being a big baby about it. All right. Let's see. Anything else, guys? Sosa Ribeiro spammed a bunch of gators. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys. We got some sick Strike news. Strike Finance, the decentralized perpetual trading protocol on Cardano, this past week, literally, they acquired Bending Analytics platform. They listed Iagon and World Mobile. They deployed 20x leverage, so you can now go 20x long on their platform. Completely non-KYC, all decentralized. They started integrating V2 backend, did over 20 million in trading volume, and got the gold badge on Twitter, which is pretty sick. So, Strike is making some big boy moves, man. They are making some big boy moves. Also, I shared on my X, and I'm gonna go headphones for this because I want to listen to it as well. A clip from my interview with the creator, Sean, great guy. Highly recommend you guys check out the interview. But this clip alone is my biggest takeaway from that interview, which is not playing audio from.
Splitting 100% of revenue back to our the stakers, so stockholders. We raised around 3.8 million ADA. Like if we're going towards the directory we're going within a year, without accounting for the appreciation in Shark tokens price, all of our token holders will be made full just by staking our tokens in a year, and that's something I'm super proud of. And so, yeah, the only utility for Strike, to be honest, in my eyes, is you get revenue. You get a share of the revenue of the platform, and
Okay.
the platform succeeds. If this platform makes money, you'll make money too.
There's a
And,
quote
that's the
here
way
at the
I feel
end.
it for
That's my favorite.
For a utility to a token. It's
Here.
they're like people hold your token, they're your investor. You have to make your investor rich. That's it.
People that hold your token are your investors. You have to make your investors rich. That's it. That confidence, that care, that respect for the investor is what has made me so bullish on Strike since then. So, not financial advice, but definitely recommend checking it out. At the very least, do your own research, as always. It is a decentralized perpetual trading protocol on Cardano, and this might be the lowest that you can get it for quite some time. This thing exploded. I was talking about it down here originally. It blew up. Nobody wanted to buy it. They're like, oh, it's too tall, it's too high, whatever. Nobody bought right here either. And then it did this, and that's all the dip that you got right here. This little baby thing was all your dip. And then it did the same thing right here. Is it going to continue up from here? I have no idea. I genuinely do not know. It might go down. Who knows? But if it continues going up, and this is the only dip opportunity, that sounds like regret is definitely possible. Definitely just do some research, figure out if you want to buy in or not. Not financial advice, of course, but I personally am ridiculously bullish on this thing. And he specifically says in that quote, he said not considering the value of the actual token going up, just from people staking, they're going to be made whole. I don't know. He seems to be making good on his word so far. But anyways, I'm probably going to call it, guys. Tyler said, gotta go. Let me know. Yeah, we'll do, man. I'll DM you. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Saturday, and good night.